Everyone, welcome back to Roughing the Competition. My name's Brant, and this is Trevor. And today we're going to be doing NFL Week 14 matchups, and this is going to be part 1.
Yeah, this will be part 1 of the matchups. You guys know the routine by now. We do about 8 games in part 1, sometimes 9. This week will be 8, and then we do the second part, which will have 8 or 9 games as well. Alright, so let's just go and jump right into this with Thursday night's sleep matchup. Yes, go ahead and take a nap because this one's going to suck. Jags versus Titans.
Defense versus defense?
Yeah, it looks that way. Definitely no offense. But who are you giving the edge to here?
I'm going to give it to Marcus Mariota and the Titans.
Yeah?
Yeah, they've been playing pretty well the last couple of weeks. They've won in a few games that they obviously should be winning, but at least they're actually winning them.
About time.
So, and Jags held the Colts to 0 points last week, but the Titans probably going to win this game.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Jag Kitties. Yeah. These Kitties still suck. Don't get confused. They beat the Colts last week. 6-0. Yeah, defense showed up. Offense sure didn't show up. And based on that score, I don't know much else to say for Jacksonville except for bank on your defense. It's going to win you a couple down the stretch. This will be one of them. You're at least going to spoil the Titans season. Alright, let's move on to another sucky matchup. Sorry, I don't mean to be so cynical, but these are just bad matchups. Yeah. Bills versus Jets. Who are you taking?
Bills.
I'm taking Bills too. Let's face it. The Bills are at least getting younger. They cut Kelvin Benjamin today. Yeah, Kelvin, good luck finding another job, kid. Anyways, they're getting younger. They're trying to build something. The Jets, they went back to McCown. Are they back to Darnold? They still staying at McCown? No one knows. We'll see what the Jets do.
Seems like the Bills are actually heading in the right direction.
Yeah, they seem to be. They at least have a plan. All right, let's get something interesting now. Panthers Browns. First interesting.
A Browns game is interesting?
Yes, it is. This is a highly, highly interesting matchup, and here's why. The Browns have been playing well. Yeah, I know. Texans beat them up, probably into playoff hopes, but they've been playing well. The Panthers, though, well, this was the team that was supposed to be the leader in the NFC wild card, 2 games ahead of everybody a couple weeks ago. They've lost 4 straight.
4.
Yeah, and it's not been pretty. They lost to Pittsburgh pretty bad. Detroit by a point. Then lost to Seattle on a field goal. And then they let the Bucs beat them. So, think the Browns beat them?
I think the Browns are going to beat them here. Both teams are desperate for some wins. I still think there's a slight chance to get that 6th seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
For the Browns. I think they're holding on to that at least.
Yeah.
And the Panthers still have a winning record, which...
Yeah.
I don't know how really right now, but...
Well, they're 6-6 now.
Oh, so
they're
500. They don't have a losing record, so they're not out of it, so... Both teams are desperate. I just don't like the way Cam's been playing the last few weeks, and I do like the way Baker's been playing, even though he had a decently bad game against Texans.
Yeah, they struggle with Texans, but that Texans defense is really good.
Yeah.
I think the Browns have the home field advantage. They're building. If you're a fan of the Browns, get excited. This was never going to be your year, but the way things are going for next year, keep Greg Williams and Freddie Kitchens, you might have something going here in Cleveland. Why not pick up a win over the Panthers on the way and maybe knock them down in the NFC race? All right. This is the game that should have been the game of the week. Absolutely should have been the game of the week.
Was this a game that got flexed out?
I have no idea. All I know is this is what should have been the matchup to watch. Instead, this is single-handedly the most disappointing game of the year, while also probably being one of the most entertaining to watch. Packers and Falcons both come in here. They might as well both be 4-8. I know the Packers have that tie, but let's just call it as is. They're both 4-8. Who picks up the win?
I'm going with the Packers. Who knew that there's going to be a dumpster fire in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Ever with Aaron Rodgers there. But I guess the only reason I'm picking Green Bay here is because it's cold outside. It's in Green Bay. And they have Aaron Rodgers and Devontae, the best receiver in the league, Adams.
Yeah, sorry, Devontae, you're not the best receiver. But I will put this out there. We're talking about 2 quarterbacks who have a 46-6 touchdown to interception ratio this year. They've combined for over 7,000 pass yards and over 65% completion. At the end of the day, it is neither QB's fault nor really the receiver's faults in the case of Atlanta that these two teams are not better. At the end of the day, both coaches are going to be done. I know McCarthy's been fired. It ain't going to be long before Atlanta fires their head coach. They need to just both move on, find the right coaches, and see if they can't get back to what they were expected to be. And on a side note, I didn't throw my Browns out there. Whoopsie. Taking the Falcons here. I think Dirty Bird's fully upset. Really liking that offense.
Man.
No, sorry, I'm behind on the picks. All right, here's a fun one. Now, this is a real good one. Chiefs come in here, still leading the AFC. The Ravens, though, are catching fire. Do the Ravens have enough momentum going to beat down KC?
I'm gonna pick KC because I just hate the Ravens.
That's your excuse every week.
But the Ravens do have a really good defense, and if they can somehow hold Patrick Mahomes under 20 points, the Ravens will probably win.
Yeah.
But if that game gets above 20, I don't see Lamar Jackson scoring 20.
Well, let me just say this. Yelled about it all year long. I'm still going to yell about it. The Chiefs' defense bleeds like no other. And Lamar's the perfect quarterback to show the problems with it. All right, Kansas City. Excused you a couple weeks ago whenever you gave up the points to LA because 54 points, you scored 51. Congrats. You just gave up 33 points to the Oakland Raiders. Honestly, we could go to the nursing home,
The Raiders.
card out some old men to play on that line. They wouldn't give up 33 points to Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Your defense is bad. You just lost Kareem for the season at running back because of a domestic abuse issue. You're in trouble. And your chemistry is going to be shaken because, I'm sorry, Spencer Ware and Charkandrick West cannot carry the load at running back. You better figure out something quick on defense, or else it ain't going to matter if you're 14-2. You'll be the first team out of the playoffs. All right, enough of that rant. Let's move on to this matchup. The Dolphins and the Patriots. Now, Dolphins are kicking around at 6-6, so they ran in the thick of that wild card race. Brady and company have seemed to find a little momentum last week. They're 9-3. Do they go ahead and kind of seal off this AFC East?
Of course. I didn't know that was an actual question.
Paperwork says it is.
No, Miami's probably the worst 6-6 team I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad. I don't see them winning this game at all. I don't see this game being remotely close, even though it's in Miami. I mean, Tom Brady likes warm weather too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. This is Brady's game. My question is, have we seen a more questionable offense in Miami? You don't know who the QB is week to week. You don't know who your starting running back is week to week. Is it Drake? Is it Gore? You don't know. Even your receivers, it seems every week's a question over who your top receiver is.
Parker Grant.
Stills. I mean, tell me, who's the top receiver there? Because I'm even confused at this point. You've played well. You've done good. Maybe you find something in the offseason, fix your QB questions. I don't know. But for now, it's Tom's division, and he's going to go ahead and wrap it up this week. All right, speaking of another team that's going to go and clinch their playoff berth this week, possibly, the New Orleans Saints. Coming off that big loss to Dallas and playing a Bucs team who's been middle of the road this year and just beat the Panthers. Bucs have a chance?
They don't have any chance at all. I feel sorry for the Bucs this week, man. It's Drew Brees is going to be on revenge mode.
Oh, yeah.
He just got held to 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for that Buccaneers defense. Let's call it that.
Yeah, I'm not far behind you. I mean, honest to God, no one saw what was going to happen to the Saints on last Thursday. No one saw that. I mean, they got shut down by the Cowboys. Props to the Cowboys. They came in, game plan, took care of business, shut down Drew Brees. Bucs ain't going to shut him down, and he's going to want to get back on that MVP tour that he was kicking around. Mm-hmm. I look for 400-plus yards out of Brees.
Big time.
Yeah. All right, last matchup, part one. The New York Giants against the Washington Redskins. Redskins have been struggling. Lost McCoy this week. Yeah, I know. That's actually bad news. Who would have ever thought that? The Giants' best quarterback is their also best receiver. So, Giants have a chance?
I'm going to give this win to the Giants.
Yeah.
They won last week against the Bears.
They did.
Bears.
They did. Proud of them.
And Giants are on the roll, and the Giants have won, 2 in a row now?
Yeah.
They have won 2 in a row.
I do believe so, yeah.
And the Redskins are starting Mark Butt Fumble Sanchez this week.
Yeah,
so,
they don't even know who the backup is yet.
I mean, Odell alone can be better quarterback than that. So,
yeah, speaking on Odell, New York, I'm going with you, but can I make a tiny suggestion? I don't think Odell should be your starting quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I'm not crazy. He's not Terrell Pryor. Looking at you, Buffalo. But he's 2 for 2 this year. 105 yards, I believe. 2 touchdowns and a QBR of 153. Now, hear me out. I'm not crazy. Don't have him throw every play. Just maybe have him throw 3 or 4 times a game. Saquon can throw 2. I think he has a passing touchdown this season. If he throws 3 or 4 times a game, that's almost 10 times a game that Eli Manning's not throwing the ball, which means you have a better chance of winning again. So go ahead and get it done because the poor Redskins.
I was trying to figure out where you're going with
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'm just hoping the Giants here figure out offense. They finally figured out how to win a game. I'm figuring out offense. Skins, I'm sorry. McCoy went down. Have your bottle of Black Velvet. You're going to need it because you went from being a playoff hopeful to you got to go find a quarterback in the offseason.
Playoff doubtful, not full.
I just feel sorry for him. So much talent. They played so well most of the year, but it's just not their season.
Hope not full.
Yeah, hope not full. All right, guys. Welcome to intermission.
Go take a nap.
Grab you some shut-eye. I believe that's T.O. laying there.
Mm-hmm. Taking a nap on them Redskins.
He's taking a nap on the Redskins, just like we are. All right. See you in part 2.